What is going on with YouTube? First video in a while, man. UFC 324, the start of the Paramount era. Look, I had a bunch of shit going on. That's why I haven't been posting. I had a big death in the family, so that's why I haven't been posting in the last couple weeks. I apologize for that. But we back. It's fight week. I've been waiting 6 weeks for this. Let's get right into it, man. Paramount era. Why not start off with, damn, I ain't gonna be doing this for this long. Adam Fuji versus Ty Miller. Going with Adam Fuji. Moving on. Ricky Turcios versus Cameron Smotherman. You can't trust Cameron Smotherman to do anything in the big 2026. I'm going with Ricky Turcios. Here we go. Josh Hokett versus Denzel Freeman. Josh Hokett, very, very mobile, very agile for heavyweight. You know, great personality for great personality. We just need something moving in heavyweight. Denzel Freeman was hyped up to be like this great heavyweight prospect that could move, he could kick high, he could do everything, and he's just a flat not fat blob. He's not really a flat blob. He just doesn't do anything when he fights. He had his debut a couple months ago against another debuting fighter, and they both didn't do anything to each other. It was worse than glorified sparring because it was heavyweight, and they just didn't look like they wanted to hurt each other. Josh Hokett is a very get in your face, smash go type of fighter, and I think he'll finish it early against Denzel Freeman, who is there to get hit. Now, he'll run away on the back foot for a little bit, pop a shot, but I don't think he has the power. It's heavyweight, so everybody has the power, but I don't think he has the skills along with the power to put Josh Hokett away, and I think Josh Hokett will get it done in the first round by genuinely whatever he wants. He is susceptible to getting his leg kicked, but I think he'll close the space against Denzel Freeman. These heights also, I don't think these heights are right for some reason. I feel like Denzel Freeman is taller than him, but nonetheless, I'm going Josh Hokett first round KO. Like a very tight hook or like a very tight hook. I think he'll close the distance quick and hit him with a tight hook and knock him down. Knock him out. Moving on though. Unk's back after his very impressive performance against Daniel Zellhuber, I think it was. Michael Johnson's taking on Alexander Hernandez, who was coming off his win against Chase Hooper, I believe. I'm going with Alexander Hernandez. I don't like Alexander Hernandez at all. I hate when he fights because I hate to see him win. And he doesn't do, he's not horrible. Michael Johnson isn't either, but he's old. He's very predictable with his strikes at this point. And I feel like if you aren't predictable yourself, then it's a different story. Like Daniel Zellhuber, he has nothing outside of being long and that high kick. I think Alexander Hernandez can mix it up well, and if he's getting overwhelmed, he will try to take Michael Johnson down. But I think he just has power in range against Michael Johnson, and I don't see them trading in the pocket and it going well for Johnson. So I'm going to take Alex Hernandez for a second round finish by KO. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a sub, but I don't know, man. I can't trust Michael Johnson against a competent fighter right now. A lot of the fighters he's faced aren't really the best. Like Daniel Zellhuber, he's not the best. He's not the best. Who did he fight before that? It was on the San Diego card. Or was it San Diego? It was on the California card at the end of the year last year. Fuck. I forget who. But I don't know. I'm just not really impressed with Michael Johnson right now. He's old, so I'm impressed, but you get what I'm saying. I think it's Alex Hernandez's time, as much as I hate him and I do want to see him flatline. Moving on, though, Alex Perez. Wow, that's a quick turnaround. Alex Perez versus Charles Johnson. Damn, when was the last time we've seen Charles Johnson in the octagon? It's been a minute. It hasn't, but it's been a minute. Charles Johnson taking on Alex Perez. Alex Perez making a quick turnaround. He just got subbed by Azu Almabayev. The thing about that fight, though, Alex Perez was winning. He was looking good. It was his first fight in years, and he was winning. He was looking great. He had great takedown defense, great scrambles. He was being dynamic against Azu Almabayev. But Charles Johnson, the height difference will play into effect here. Charles Johnson is dangerous. He's the most underrated flyweight, I believe. He's dangerous from all aspects of the fight. He should have one less loss on his record. If you know, you know. Excuse me. I'm going Charles Johnson by decision. I think Alex Perez has a chin. He has that chin. He can be subbed, but like we saw in his last fight, but I don't think Charles Johnson's got it. But this fight's not going to the ground. The reason I'm picking Charles Johnson is because the fight's not going to the ground, I don't think. And I think with the range and the fluidity that Johnson fights with, because Alex Perez is pretty stiff. He does have decent low kicks, but he's pretty stiff when he's coming in. I think Charles will just take advantage of that. He'll use his length and keep Perez away, And I think it'll be a 29-28 decision where Charles Johnson wins rounds 1 and 3. Hold on a second. Moving on, Nikita Krylov. This card is fire. If this had a better main event, man, this card is fire. Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Now, Modestas has looked fucking good in his last couple performances. Who did he just beat? He just flatlined the fuck out of somebody a couple months ago. Paul Craig. No. Am I tripping? Am I thinking about the wrong nigga? Oh, I'm thinking about the wrong. I'm thinking of, ignore me. Yo, I'm thinking about my guy at middleweight. I'm thinking about Kyle Dawkins. I'm sorry. Modestas Bukauskas versus Nikita Krylov. Fuck, I gotta change my entire. Damn, on the fly. Nikita Krylov versus Modestas Bukauskas. Now, Modestas is on a 2-fight win streak. Yeah, 2-fight win streak. His last win was against Paul Craig at the buzzer with some vicious elbows. That's Paul Craig, though. Paul Craig has no striking. He has no nothing. And Nikita Krylov, man, since coming back, he got slept by Dominic Reyes, and he got slept by Bogdan Guskov at the, not Qatar, at the Saudi Arabia card or whatever it was, on the Peter Yan card. Two dangerous fighters. Nikita Krylov is more dangerous for sure. He's just more wild, and I think that will give Modestas problems because Modestas is not the best. He's not. I was thinking about Kyle Dawkins and how transformed he's looked and all of that, and I was going to give him praises because he used to be so garbage. No, Modestas really hasn't shown me too much for me to think he'd beat Nikita Krylov. This would be a crazy... Is this an upset? Oh, I don't fucking know. I think Nikita Krylov still got it. He's very dangerous. Now, he is a bit of a tard when it comes to his entrances, and the way he starts exchanges is so stupid. It's not veteran-like at all. But Modestas is pretty simple. He's got power, but he's pretty simple with his boxing, and that's really all he does. I think Nikita Krylov can goofy it up and get like a fluke jab knocked down and just have a flurry where he's going crazy and finish Bukauskas off in the second round. I think that's what's going to happen. I feel fucked up. Even off these 2 KO losses in a row, this is a quick turnaround too. He got flatlined by Dominic Reyes in April. Then he came back and fought in July, and now it's January. So not the biggest time off for getting flatline KO'd twice, but Modestas isn't that dangerous to me. He's not. Those other guys were way more dangerous than Bukowskis. I'm sorry. And I think he's very one-dimensional. And I think he lost to Kudalaba. Holy fuck. Can we please? Now, we matched up Mansour Abdul Malik versus Yusri Belgari. That is a fucking fire matchup, okay? Why is Ateba Gutierrez getting trash cans? Andre Puliaev versus Ateba Gutierrez is going to go exactly how you think it's going to go. Andre Puliaev, who was scared to exchange with Christian Leroy Duncan, who barely threw anything. I think he landed 20. He landed like 18, 19, 20 significant strikes on Christian Leroy Duncan across 15 minutes and just ran on the back foot, didn't start any exchanges, didn't look to go forward in the fight and take the fight and win the fight. He did that against Christian Leroy Duncan. What the fuck do you think he's gonna do against Ateba Gutierrez? Is this kicking off the prelims? No, it's not. It's the second fight on the prelims, so this should be a very early KO, like a monstrous KO against the cage, because Puliaev doesn't really like to engage against someone who has the danger threat, and Ateba Gutierrez is nothing but danger, he's nothing but power, and he's pretty good. But this is the sacrificial lamb. Like I want to see Ateba Gutierrez get his matchup, give him Kyle Dawkins, give him. If he wins this, you can give him. I don't know. Give him someone just outside the rankings. Maybe Bo Nickel. Something like that. Like, give him somebody that's going to provide some type of pushback. Because his last fight, he was supposed to fight, I think, Robert Valentin, maybe. Who was his last fight? Who was Ateba Gutierrez's last fight? It was against Tristan Vines, I know that. But he got matched up against a fucking can, and they pulled out. Last second. It was another just easy win. It was Ozzy Diaz. Ozzy Diaz pulled out in like 3 days before the fight. I went to this fight. I saw what happened. I recorded it. I posted it. And Ateba Gutierrez just floored Tristan Vines. Like, I'm tired of seeing him against cans. I want to see him against good comp. Ateba Gutierrez, by literally whatever he wants, he can whip out his ass and fucking sit on Andre Puliaev and get a fucking win at this point. Moving on, though. This is fucking insane. This is insane. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mike Davison Figueiredo. This is fucking insane that this is over this. Anyway, wrapping up the prelims in the Paramount era is Umar Nurmagomedov versus Davison Figueiredo. Figgy, no, Figgy. Figgy, please. Figgy's in my top 8 favorite fighters, man. I love Figgy. He's not beating Umar. He's not. Figgy's completely lost his step at this point in his career. He can still beat the Montel Jacksons. He can beat the lower tier of bantamweight. He can beat the unranked guys. He can beat the 10 to 15s. Can he beat the top 10? I don't think he can beat the top 6. I think he can beat Ayman Zahabi and Cheeto. He's already beaten. I think he can beat Mario Batista. That kind of. He's not beating Umar, who's the rightful number 2 contender in the world right now behind Merab. Let's talk about the matchup, though. Figgy doesn't do much anymore. He'll go for takedowns against someone that he thinks he can out-grapple. Like, he went for them against Peter Yan because Peter Yan doesn't offensively grapple enough. He offensively grapples to, like, win. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, to prove points, I guess you can call it. He, like, did it against Merab so he can not get bitched around because you have to do that against Merab. He did it against O'Malley because he can out-grapple him. But Figgy was going for grappling against Peter Yan. Figgy was going for grappling against Cheeto. Figgy goes for grappling. He's pretty good on the ground. His entries aren't the best anymore. When he gets a hold of you, he's pretty good, but his entries aren't good anymore. And Umar is, he went to he arguably beat Merab. Umar's great basically everywhere. He's not like a put his foot on the gas and pick you apart type of guy, but he'll flick you at range, he'll keep you at bay, and then he'll get on your hips. he will get a takedown. He will create that scramble, and he'll do enough to win the round. He knows how to do that. And I don't know what Figgy can do. Maybe Figgy can touch his chin. He still got that power for sure, but I don't think Figgy can touch Umar because I think Umar will be ready for it. I really do. I think it'll be a 30-27 decision. I will be happy if Figgy wins because then he's at a title shot after one more fight after this. If he fights like O'Malley or some shit. But there's not a world where I can see Figgy winning in the grappling. There's not a world where I see him winning in decision. So I think he has to win by like a one-touch KO or a knockdown and you follow up. But Umar's persistent, man. When he gets knocked down, he's trying to scramble. He's in on your hips. He's on your legs trying to fight back to his feet or trying to survive. So as annoying as the Dagestanis are, you know, I'm indifferent about them, but they are really good fighters, and Umar is really good. He's really good on the feet. He's even better when it comes to, like, control. Not really dominant grappling, but control. He does well. And he's bigger than Figgy, and Figgy does have trouble against people who are bigger than him, taller than him. So I think it's 30-27 written all over it. I don't think he'll sub Figgy. Figgy's got a chin, so I don't think he'll chin Figgy. But there's not really too many avenues I see for Figgy to win. I hope I'm proved wrong and I look like this bitch-ass fan. Oh, how could you say that about one of your favorite fighters? I hope so, but I don't think so. Moving on, though, to the main card of the Paramount era. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva is under Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. Arnold Allen versus Gene Silva. Arnold Allen's making his long-awaited return since his last fight against... Don't tell me. His last fight was in February of 2024, and it was not against Mavzar. It was against Mavzar. Mavzar? No, it wasn't. Giga. July? No, fuck it wasn't. No, the fuck it was not. Oh, I'm tripping. This was. Okay. He did fight in July 2024. He did beat Giga. Here's the thing. This fight, this is the fight. This is the fight on the card for me, okay? Load. What we doing? This is the fight on the card for me. Two wild fighters, two fighters who love to get into scraps. They will exchange with each other. They will be fighting each other. They will take the fight to one another. They'll be aura farming. It'll be so fucking amazing to watch. I'm going with Gene Silva, man. I'm going with Gene Silva. He's got plot armor. He was on his way to doing better. I'm not going to say to beat. He was doing well against Diego Lopez. He was. He didn't get 10-8'd in the first round if you actually watch the fight and you don't listen to narratives. He got taken down for about a minute and 50 seconds, and he was getting ground and pounded. But he came up, and he was landing shots on Diego Lopez. He landed about 3 or 4 front kicks to the face and directly to the chin of Diego Lopez. He landed 4 of those front kicks. He was landing good 2s down the pipe. Or he would do that thing where he'll come forward, and he'll feint the hook and throw the 2 and be all wide, and he'll be playing around and shit. He was landing on Diego Lopez in that first round. It wasn't just complete and utter dominance. I'm tired of people saying that he fucking 10-8'd Gene Silva. It was on its way to be 1-1 until Gene Silva, he's just retarded. Sorry. He's not smart. And he cost himself against Arnold Allen, or against Diego Lopez. He was playing too much. He was on the front foot too much. But Gene Silva's dynamic as fuck, man. He'll throw a wheel kick. He'll throw spinning elbows. He'll go for a takedown and come up and throw uppercuts. And he'll do everything. He'll be walking forward, throwing front kicks. And he'll be playing around. He'll throw low kicks. So Gene Silva is very dynamic. And I think ring rust will be a factor here for Arnold Allen. We haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't looked as dangerous as he did like before the Max Holloway fight as well. I think Gene will end up KOing Arnold Allen. I'm sorry. I love Arnold Allen. I wish these two weren't fighting. I'm glad they're fighting, but I wish they weren't. I'm glad they are type shit. Somebody's got to lose, and I think Arnold Allen's going to lose. I think Gene's going to come back. The same playfulness. And Arnold Allen is not as dangerous as the Diego Lopez. Like, Diego Lopez landed a spinning elbow on Gene Silva, and it was just out of nowhere. I don't think Arnold Allen can do that. He's good. I don't think he's doing that. Gene Silva by round 2 finish. Gene Silva. Moving on. Moving on. Natalia Silva versus Rose Namajunas. I don't know if I care. This was originally supposed to be Alexa Grasso versus Rose Namajunas. Alexa Grasso pulled out about a month and a half ago, and Natalia Silva stepped up, even though she should be getting a title shot, because no one else deserves it. Winner gets a title shot. I would assume. Fresh matchups for my beautiful Valentina Shevchenko. I'm taking Natalia Silva. Rose is not the same Rose anymore. She'll show glimpses of her old self, like when she caught, I think it was Jasmine Jasudavicius, where she stepped back off the head kick that Jasmine threw and stepped in 1-2, and it was just like, oh shit, she's kind of, no, she doesn't really have it like that anymore. Natalia Silva is very fucking annoying to watch. She's a horrible watch. She will be kicking at range, I should say, kicking at range, and skirting on the outside while Rose is hunched over, coming in forward, trying to throw strikes that aren't going to land on Natalia Silva, and that's how it'll be, to a 29-28, 30-27 for Natalia Silva. Don't really care about this fight. I'm kind of annoyed that this is this high up in the card. This arguably should be like after this fight, but you know how they want to be with the inclusion shit. Who will make me look bad on the news? Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Derek Lewis is the feature fight. That's nuts. Waldo's active. Waldo is fucking active. I tip my hat off to that. He doesn't do anything well but power punch. I'm sorry. He doesn't, like, he's not a grappler. He's not a, like, he doesn't kick at all. He doesn't do anything but brawl, and that's what Derek Lewis is here for. Derek Lewis doesn't do anything but brawl, so this will be a great fight to watch for the 2 minutes that it's going to be. I'm taking Derek Lewis over Waldo Cortez Acosta. Why? Because as funny as it sounds, Derek Lewis has a fucking chin as many times as he's been, like, knocked out. Most of the time Derek Lewis gets knocked out or TKO, it's because he just quit. Like, if you watch him, he's just getting hit, and then he's like, damn, I'm tired. I don't really want to keep fighting this. And then he'll go down like against Tai Tuivasa. He'll withstand a couple shots, and he'll stay in the fight long enough to land that one blow, and no one's been able to survive that one blow that he lands. Nobody has. So I do think that he will knock Waldo Cortez Acosta out, who has been wobbled before, who has been put on his back foot and, you know, kind of neutralized like Sergey Pavlovich did last year, or was that 2 years ago? It might have been 2 years ago. I think Derek Lewis will land that one shot, like an uppercut in close range or something, and he'll TKO Waldo Cortez Acosta. It'll be like that. It's not one of those fights that you can really analyze at all. You can't really talk about what's going to happen here and there. It's literally just, who do you think is going to win the exchange? This is the definition of one of those fights, and I think Derek Lewis will win the exchange. Plus, he's looked leaner. Like, he's not as fat anymore. He's looked a little leaner. Like, when I watched Embedded, he was on the treadmill talking about, he looked a little leaner. So I'm taking Derek Lewis to get it done. Your co-main event, Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong. Sean O'Malley coming off those 2 losses against Merab Dvalishvili. Song Yadong coming off his win almost a fucking year ago against Henry Cejudo. I'm going to take Sean O'Malley. I think in a matchup against a striker, Sean O'Malley does extremely well. I think Song Yadong is a power puncher who thrives off of getting close range and, like, landing those combos that end off with hooks. And I think Sean O'Malley is a sniper. I know Sean O'Malley is a sniper. When he goes against strikers, he does very well. Just because he lost to Peter Yan doesn't mean he's ass or anything. Just because he got out grapple fucked by Merab doesn't mean he's ass. Everybody has. And this will be a stand-up fight. I think Sean will keep his range. There's a big height difference here. 3-4 inches of height given up. Sean will keep his range. He'll be sniping with that right cross or that left cross, excuse me. Both crosses, honestly, but he's better in southpaw, I think. I think his teeps come way better at southpaw. That will be the thing for Song Yadong, I think. I think Sean O'Malley is he can switch stances. He's a switch stance fighter for sure, but he's not as good as when he switch stances like an Israel Adesanya is when they go, or a Volk, or when they go southpaw to orthodox. O'Malley does his best work as a southpaw. His left hand seems to be like the one touch. He can His teeps are way better off his left leg than they are with the right leg. Everything seems to come better. His low kicks come better. Everything. His head kicks are better. Sean O'Malley is better as a southpaw, especially when he can get that outside foot position and line you up for that cross. Song Yadong, if you're orthodox to orthodox, he'll throw that low kick and then he'll try to feint, get in range, and get all in you. I don't know if Sean O'Malley has the chin to deal with getting caught up in a combination. I don't think so, but I don't think he'll put himself there. I do think he'll keep his range against Song Yadong and kind of pick him apart, show him there's levels to striking. I really do. Kind of like Peter Yan did, but Peter Yan beat him across all facets of fighting, so it was a different fight. Peter Yan was grappling Song Yadong. He took him down and was beating him up there after dropping the first round. I think Sean O'Malley will win this 29-28. I don't think there will be a finish here. There'll be a lot of finishes on the card. I don't think it'll be here. Yeah, I don't think it'll be here. Sean O'Malley, 29-28 decision. Ugh. Our main event of the evening. The first Paramount main event. Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. Amanda Nunes versus Kayla Harrison is being rebooked for later. Kayla Harrison needed neck surgery, so there's no co-main event. No other title fight, I should say. Justin Gaethje, Paddy Pimblett. I'm going with Justin Gaethje. I know the last time I reacted to Paddy Pimblett fighting, I was like, damn, I'm shocked. He did a really good job. He did better than I thought. Then I went back and watched it, and I thought to myself, that's Michael Chandler. Then I went back and rewatched it again the other day, and I'm like, this is Michael Chandler, and Michael Chandler's having success, and Paddy Pimblett's striking is dog shit, and I don't think he'll be able to take down and hold Justin Gaethje. Now listen, the keys to victory for Paddy Pimblett is this: grapple. Paddy Pimblett will not and cannot get into a firefight with Justin Gaethje. They're both southpaws. Paddy Pimblett doesn't have like low kicks that you have to worry about whatsoever. He was throwing low kicks against Michael Chandler because Michael Chandler has a heavy, explosive boxer stance where he's wide and he's heavy on that front leg. So you're kind of a moron. You're brain dead if you don't blast low kicks against him. So Paddy was throwing them there, but Paddy's never really been super effective with low kicks, and he won't be effective against the best low kicker under 100 and outside of Aldo. Well, no, Justin Gaethje's a top 3 or 4 low kicker of all time. So I'm not worried about low kicks here. I'm not worried about striking here. Paddy Pimblett's striking is dog shit. He kind of runs at you with the Juliana Pena Tard mentality where he's charging forward and he throws like that. He's not dangerous with his kicks above the waist. He's not going to blast you with a dangerous body kick. He's not going to blast you with a head kick. You'll be able to block it. He'll throw it, but you'll be able to block it. He'll throw one around. His punches, he doesn't have power, and he doesn't have fluidity with his punches. So the only thing you have to worry about here is getting taken down, and Paddy doesn't really take down people in the open. The problem I see for Justin Gaethje is Paddy will take you down off your own incompetence or your own wildness. And I think Justin Gaethje will create that wildness to get taken down at some point. Do I think he'll get held there and subbed? I don't. I think Justin Gaethje will be chewing the fuck out of Paddy Pimblett's legs. I think he'll be feigning just to get Paddy to like reach down, and I think he'll be feigning to get Paddy to reach down so he can try to catch them and I think he'll come upstairs with a couple, and Patty will just miss getting head kicked, shit like that. I think Justin Gaethje will beat up Paddy Pimblett across 5 rounds. I don't think there'll be a KO, but I think he'll get beat up across 5 rounds and shown those levels to a 49-46 decision. It's just more about, it's Justin Gaethje's fight to lose. There's no real way for Paddy Pimblett to win outside of fluking a sub, calling a spade a spade. But those are my predictions for the first fight of the year. Again, I'm sorry. I've been having a lot going on. Like I said, death in the family, and it's been fucking with me. So I haven't been able to record often. But I'm here. I'm back for the week. It's fight week. Let's get happy for it. If you like the video, subscribe. Tune into the next one.